Let me guess, you're stuck in dropshipping information overload. Well, today I'm going to show you an AI-powered tool that when used correctly will allow anyone to launch their first winning dropshipping business easy with no stress and in less than 24 hours. In this video, you're going to learn three things: how to find and validate winning products so you're set up to win, how to see winning viral content and ads related to the product to replicate for quick sales and tested winning copy, how to build and get your store up in minutes and start dropshipping like a pro in 2025. And the best part is it's all beginner friendly, but it's also powerful and helpful for the pros too. The platform we'll be using today is Sell the Trend. If you want to start dropshipping the easy way, you can find the links in the pinned comments and the description. So go down there, sign up, and follow along with the video. Just a heads up, before we dive in, I have a free tool that automates your Instagram comments and DMs so you never miss a follow-up or a sale. It's just like ManyChat, but I'm giving it away for free. This tool allows your viewers to comment a specific word on your post, and it sends automated comments or replies in the DMs. You can send links to your store, lead magnets, or products, and I'll show you how to set up the automations so it's taken care of and you never miss a lead or a sale again. If that sounds like something you need, the links are down in the description and the pinned comments. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Now let's dive into Sell the Trend. So here we are logged into Sell the Trend. This is the view that you're going to get on the dashboard when you log in for the first time. In the center, you have an option to start searching. You can use this drop down here, ask for help or look for products. You can scroll down here, and this section is awesome because it's going to give you more content to watch specifically about Sell the Trend with frameworks and strategies that you can apply. If we scroll down below that, we have some of the other features like the Nexus AI products. So this is going to help you find the next big sellers with Nexus AI. Let's say you're out and about in the city, you see people buying something and you think, hey, maybe I could find that product on Alibaba and start a business. There's like a trend here I'm seeing. You can validate your idea by having a tool like this in your pocket, by understanding that this is out there. And how do I set this all up and do this all? You can pull it off with a tool like this. So next to this, you have the expert selection, so hand-picked products by expert humans. Next to this, we have the Facebook and TikTok ad finder. This is going to help you identify content and marketing for your product, and you'll be able to see, is this a viral product? Is it going to be hard to market this? Are there ads that are already working really well for this? Is there something I can start with, like something I can emulate or replicate? Below that, you have a community, and then you have more courses and tutorials. I love that they have so much learning that you can do here on the platform because it's going to help you guys really see how valuable it is, right? So dive into all that stuff. Down here is an example of a hand-picked winning product to sell right now. So you have this memo flip product. It's a personalized memory box. You've got the cost here, so it's breaking down the cost of the product, the selling price, so what people are selling it for, the profit margin, which is a good profit margin, right? Like $44.91. They've got this here, which is the break-even cost per acquisition. This is the maximum that you can spend to get a customer without losing money. So it's when your earnings from a sale equal your costs, right? And then here you have the price to cost ratio. This is how much more you're charging for a product compared to its cost. A higher ratio means more room for profit. Breaking all these down and understanding this, like let's say you were out and you saw something like this somewhere and you said, hey, what if I can do that? You could look here in this tool and see this all laid out for you. And the tool is going to set up your store, help you source the products, and help you start selling quickly. Check this out. Estimated monthly profits, 80 grand. The quicker you can do this, the quicker you can test ideas, test a bunch of concepts, marketing, content, copy, everything. A tool like this is just basically setting yourself up to win. So let's come over to the left, and here is a menu. You've got the home dashboard, which is what we're looking at. Next to that, you have notifications. Then you have your favorites, and you have your orders. Below this, we have a drop down. If we click on this, currently we have the product research tab selected, but you also have a store manager, marketing tools, and create and add a store. But let's look at this product research. So let's click on handpicked winners. So we are in the handpicked winner section. At the top, we've got different categories, right? So if we want to click on fashion, home decor, beauty, it'll filter out the winners below for you. Let's go back to all. And then here we can search for different products, so you can be more specific. Below that, you also have some filters that are based off of current holidays or trends that are going on. You can click on this and it'll give you more filters like price, the minimum, maximum, and the product cost. For now, let's click on Christmas because Christmas is right around the corner, and let's see what comes up. So right here at the very top, you can see that it's identified that this is something that's been trending from a week ago. So if we click on this, do a little bit of product research, it'll open up this tab here that will break down all this valuable information that we need to consider before even trying to sell anything, right? So you've got the cost, the shipping, the selling price, the profit margin, the cost per acquisition, the return on ad spend, the price to cost ratio, and then the estimated monthly revenue that this product could make you. You've got an option to see the competitor ads. Just that button alone is gonna save you guys so much time. I've done this manually many times, and that is going over to your Facebook ad library and looking for that same product, trying to find ads that are being run against that product, right? So ways of promoting the product, ways of selling the product. You see what's working, you see what's currently active. And if the ad's been active for some time, it's most likely because it's working, so it's worth experimenting with. And this is a perfect example of why so many of us overthink content creation, even as like a brand or a business or somebody trying to sell something online. These are two different brands running the same ad, like the same visual, almost the same copy. If we scroll up, they all have this trophy in front of them, right? But if we look, the sponsors are all different. So somebody is trying to sell this and using this kind of a strategy. And if we see this ad here at the bottom, we can see that it started running on October 29th and it's still active. So that means they're probably getting some sales from this ad here. And I'm assuming that these people have identified that and they're trying to replicate that. This could be one person running a bunch of different brands and using the same strategy over and over again, which is most likely what it is. If we scroll up, we'll see that the ads are all copies of one type of format, one type of ad, which is this ad that's working down here. There's a trophy in the front of it and it's got a different visual. So I think they may be messing it up just by changing something as simple as this visual. Let's say this is not like all the same person, because again, this could be somebody with an AI tool or AI workflows that can put out a bunch of content, put out a bunch of work, and they're testing this on different brands to see if they can sell this trending product. So right away, this feature alone right here is gonna save you a bunch of time. And if you're thinking of a concept, thinking of an idea, trying to figure out what to sell, you could always just create some content by doing this process alone and testing to see if you can build a wait list or you can get people to interact with the content or if that's actually something that you can market. So very valuable stuff right here. This kind of breakdown is what you wanna do when you're thinking of content to sell things, content to promote things, ads to run. Here you're gonna see what's really working. Back at this view, we're gonna see that we can also find it on Amazon, find it on YouTube, or we can create a video. So let's click find on Amazon. Here it's run a search on the product at the top. And below, I don't see that product actually coming up top of search. So this could be a good opportunity with an optimized description and title and the right kind of copy inside of there. You might be able to get this at the top of search. So let's go back to this view. Let's click on find on YouTube. It's run a search on the product on YouTube. If we scroll down, let's see if there's anybody talking about the product or if there's any actual content related to the product. So I don't see anything about the product on YouTube. I'm gonna check one other thing. I'm gonna go under 4 minutes, see if we can find some shorts. Nothing here. So there's a lot of space to create content for this, but we don't have anything to really pull from other than the Facebook ads so far. If we go over to create video, let's click on create video. It looks like it's creating an actual piece of content for us to use based off the products. Down here, it's giving us some media items. I think these visuals are gonna work great on social media. They're kind of surreal. They look like they would catch people's attention. And look, we've got a bunch of different visuals to play around with. Each one could be like a static post, or it could be some kind of marketing angle where you're marketing to bowlers, you're marketing to soccer players, you're marketing to baseball fanatics, to people that play paddle tennis, to softball, to golf, to football. I mean, you could just attack this from so many different ways. The product is very simple, but I'm already thinking of different ways to market it, right? So let's look into what the video creator can do here. So here at the top, you can import through a product URL. So you can just go grab a product URL off of Amazon or AliExpress and throw it in here. You can also upload images or videos that you find online. Below here, it's given us a media item, so it has stuff already set up for us. And then it's got an option to set the text so we can customize the copy, right? So the top bar text, the bottom bar text, we can actually put here like test, your brand name. You can put test brand name. Let's just see where it places this stuff, and end screen text. And then you've got some other settings like the background color, the aspect ratio. So if you want to do this for, portrait like TikTok or shorts, a landscape for YouTube, or a square 1x1 post. You also have the fit mode, so it'll fill the images, it'll fit the images, and then you have the seconds per image. So let's actually bring this down to like 3 seconds, because I think 4 seconds might be too long for an image. You might even want to do 2 seconds, right? The text overlay white on gray. Let's change it to black on white. Before we create the video, we have to come up here to the media items and select the media items that we want to use. I'm going to select this one, this one. Let's just select them all. And let's see what we get with all these media items selected. This is going to be an easy way to create content. So let's see what happens when we click on create video. Looks like our video is finished, and we can see the test text at the top and at the bottom of the screen. Let's click play and see what the video looks like. All right, so it looks like it just pieced together all the media items sort of with like a slow zoom. So it's a very basic video, but it's perfect to start. Of course, you're not going to want to create one piece of content if you really want to sell something. You're going to have to experiment when it comes to the content. Find what works and only use what works. Think of ways to use AI tools to create content quickly. This way you can test your hooks, your ad copy, and find out what really works. So there we have a quick video that we can start using today. Just by clicking download, you'll get that onto your computer. Obviously, if we change the copy on the original settings, it won't say test here. I just wanted to see where this text would appear. So it appears at the top and the bottom, perfect for calls to action or marketing copy in a piece of content. So let's go back to the home dashboard. So now we're back at the home dashboard, and let's look at some of these other options here. So this is the Nexus AI products. It says find the next big seller with Nexus AI, your personal assistant for spotting high performing products. Let's click on this. Now we are in the Nexus AI products tab. And we can see the filters at the top again. So you can filter for your niche or the types of products you want to sell. You have the search anything option here. You have the ships from option to the right here. So you can do ships from United States, all methods, Europe, different parts of the world that you can get the products shipped from. Let's check these out. Let's do trending first. Let's click on this and see what we get. So we've got it filtered by trending, and if we scroll down, we'll be able to see the highest trending products currently. You can see this retro handheld Game Boy kind of console. Then you have these heating gloves, and it seems like people are buying heating gloves because it's showing up twice for us here in trending products. So again, maybe it's not this specific product, but you're seeing trends that are showing up and you're starting to see what's actually working. There are a bunch of different products we could experiment with and try, and some of these are pretty high ticket. Like this car here is $262. This watch here is $335. Obviously, we'd have to do some product research, but it's showing you products that are currently working. So you could start here if you're a complete beginner and get a higher chance of being able to actually market, sell, and grow your brand. What I want to see here is the ad winners. So let's click on this ad winners. It says these products are ideal if you're running ads. They have a healthy profit margin and 50% minimum profit percentage. You can safely run ads on these products. This is very important to understand. And what I'm seeing here is that these are all products that you could run ads on or that have had ads run on them that performed. So let's click on one of these here. For example, this coup string, I think I've seen this like on TikTok and on Instagram. So let's wait for this to load and we'll see what we get here. All right, so here we have our product. Let's scroll down a little bit. We can see the order statistics, right? So total last 30 days, 553 orders. We can see a trend chart here on the left. And if we go down a little bit more, we'll see the product insights. So popular product is selling on 6 stores, low competition. So this is great to see, right? Because sometimes you might find a good product, but the competition is really high. And this applies to anything on the internet. If you're trying to rank for a keyword, if you're trying to get your videos to show up, the competition is very important. The product has a good $25 profit margin, a good amount of orders. The product has 9,921 orders. So people are making money off this product. Here to the right, we can see the competition is super low. So this might be a perfect product for a beginner to start experimenting with. Here we can see where they're selling the product and we can see the competitors' ads. So again, we can do some really good product and marketing analysis. We can start building our plan before we even start. Over here to the right, we have the store country breakdown. So it's being sold in 3 countries. That's another thing you want to consider. Maybe you have a product that isn't being sold in your country, and you can break into that market. If we click on suppliers, it's going to show us the best suppliers that are available right now, and we can just click on these and visit the supplier. And at the bottom, some of these are going to have Facebook targeting options. So again, we have all this information. Let's click on this video here and see what this is. All right, so this video here, we can literally download it from the platform, throw it into a tool like CapCut, some kind of editor, chop it up, start using clips from this to try to market the product on TikTok, on Instagram, in short form content. We can actually download this video right through here. And we have all these options here. So we have the order numbers, we have the product cost, the selling price, the profit margin, the total sales, the number of suppliers, the stores selling them, and the product insight rating. So 4.2, it says it's an excellent product to use. So of course you can scroll through this list and there will be a bunch of different products that you can pick from. Obviously use the filters to help kind of guide you in the direction you want. But I want to highlight that maybe right now you've never even thought of doing drop shipping or selling products online. You can find products that are specifically tailored to your niche. For example, if you're in the crypto space, there's this Bitcoin crypto candlestick doormat here. You can build out a store with a bunch of high selling, in-demand products that are related specifically to the solutions you offer, the content you make, the niche you're in. There's been days where I've just spent time looking at products to try to understand the selling points and try to understand why that content was working so good, why that ad is running so good, why are so many people buying this product, and is it something that I can replicate? So that's what you're going to want to do as you go through here. You've got all the information just laid out for you. Really, it's about taking action and understanding how valuable this type of tool is. If we come back to the menu on the left, we've got the ad finders. Let's click on ad finders. And here you've got Facebook ads and TikTok ads. So let's click on TikTok and let's see what comes up. So maybe instead you start with the content. You look at the content that's performing, see if you can find the product here at a good profit margin. You start just by replicating these winning pieces of content here, right? So we can see the view count, we can see the comments, we can see the shares, we can see in which region it's working better. So here it says the US, 70 shares, 262 comments, 110,000 views. So you can tell people are also interested in these products that are showing up in these videos. But I would look at this and say this hook worked perfect for this person. So maybe I'm not selling this actual product, but I'm selling some other makeup kit. And I know that I can just replicate this hook and do a similar piece of content to promote my new product. Now I've filtered the ad finder by weekly winners, and I have definitely seen ads for this product on my Instagram and on my TikTok, literally this same ad. So this is a winning piece of content for a product. This is some kind of projector, small projector. But if we inspect this, let's click inspect. We have another breakdown of the metrics. So the plays, the likes, the shares, the comments. We can see it on TikTok. We can check the same advertiser. We can look at store intelligence and we can find a supplier for the product. And down here, we can see the same advertiser and the different products they're advertising and how they're doing it. And this person is doing a great job. So you could study this person, figure out what they're doing to sell these products and replicate it. That's as simple as this could get for you. I don't see how it can get any easier to start dropshipping than using a tool like this. This is hitting all the bases. So you've got the handpick winners, you've got the Nexus AI products, you got the ad finder, which is amazing. I'm going to use this all the time just to see what's working and what's not working. And then down here, we have these spy tools. Let's click on the spy tool option. With a URL, you can spy on your competitors. So enter an e-com store URL and get instant intelligence, including top selling products, latest added products, traffic and sales estimates. And next to this, we have the niche spy option. If we click on this, it's going to give us the top 10 niches that people are searching for, that they're listing products on and making sales on. I'm telling you, if you are a beginner, you definitely want to use Sell the Trend. So now that we've looked at all the products, we've seen if it's a winning product, how the sales are going, how much money we can make from that product, what other pieces of content are like, I think we're ready to create a store. So let's come over here and click on Create and Connect Store. And we're going to click Create and Connect Store here as well. And this is going to take us to this view, which is going to allow us to quickly connect a store. If you have a Shopify, you'll be able to connect it quickly, as well as a WooCommerce store or an eBay store or a TikTok shop. I'm going to leave this on Add Integration. We're going to come over here to Connect. I'm gonna click connect, and now it's gonna allow me to select a niche. For now, I'm just gonna click something else, and we're going to continue, and we can just name our store. I'm gonna put a digital creator pop-up shop. We can also choose the store currency. I'm gonna leave it on United States dollar, and we're gonna continue. It's building my store for me. So just like that, our store is ready. I'm gonna click continue, and we'll see what we got. All right, so we're all set to start building and selling. We're ready to put our winning product into our store. Let me show you how simple it is to add a product to the store before we finish. So let's go back to handpick winners. I'm gonna select Christmas again. Here's the product that we were looking at earlier. I'm gonna click this. We're gonna come up here to the top right, and we're gonna click on add to store. Up here in the top left, you're gonna see your store. If you click on this, you'll see any other stores that you create. You can generate a content kit, so that way anytime you upload stuff to your store, it follows the same sort of brand kit. Down here, we can see the content, title, tags, and the description. To the right, we can see the images that it's gonna use when it uploads the product to the store, the pricing that it's using, the compared price, and we can add some pricing rules by selecting use pricing rules. And we can also add these to a collection. Let's say we didn't like this description. We could always click on generate using AI, and it'll take us here, and we can just click generate 2 credits. It'll generate 3 search engine optimized versions of our product description that we can just copy or just click use this. To the left, you can change up the goal of your AI generation. You can also update the product title manually. You have options and details here, so you can add some keywords for the AI to understand sort of what the product's about, the audience, words to avoid, so stuff that you don't want in your ad copy. You can make the description length long, medium, or short. You can add emojis, you can add features and benefits. You can change up the writing style to something like persuasive, conversational, playful, empathetic, authoritative, and you can change up the language of the output. So look at all these languages that you can do this in, no matter what part of the world you want to sell your products in. We're going to use this. I'm going to close here. And now we have our new description pasted in here, and we're going to just click on push to store. All right, so here is our product in our store. Look, we've got all the product images on the left. We've got the title, the price, the amount of products they can buy, right? So they can buy 5 of these if they want. You can add to cart. They can buy now. There's a description below. So there's the optimized description that we created with AI. You have the shipping details. It says due to high demand, please allow 2 to 4 weeks for delivery. And then here to the left, it's giving you some more options for other products in your store that they might like. So in one video, you've learned all the ways that you would start an e-commerce or dropshipping business today using AI. I hope this video was helpful for everyone. And remember, if you want to try dropshipping the easy way, click the links below in the description and the pinned comments to start dropshipping with Sell the Trend. So now that you know how to find winning products and winning content, the last thing you need to make your strategy effective is a system that automates your Instagram DMs and comments and sends your store or product links instantly. I have an automation tool that does this for you so you never miss a sale. My free Instagram auto DM tool is also right there in the description. Go check that out, sign up. It's free. Let me know what you think. Now, if you're interested in taking all this automated AI content and making sure your ad copy sounds authentic and human, watch the video that's going to show up here on the screen to the right. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any powerful AI workflows for creators and entrepreneurs in 2025.